Don't forget, if you sign up as a channel member or a patron on Patreon, you unlock dozens of exclusive bonus audios, plus lots of other perks. You supporting the channel means I can keep making immersive stories for you. Now on with the audio. Oh hi, it's you. No, I'm just sitting, taking in the day. Sure, if you really want to, go ahead. It's a free meadow. I'm not usually feeling super chatty, I hope you understand. I'm just sort of feeling my feels, getting some air, you know how it is. I mean, yeah, if you want to, I suppose. I guess it's not a bad thing to get to know each other. Well, with you living next door, it makes some sense. We can be acquaintances. That way it won't be weird if you have to tell me my house burned down while I was at the market or something. I don't know, I'm just rambling. But yeah, if you want to get to know me a little, you can ask questions. I'm not against that. There are definitely some things I won't want to answer, but you're welcome to ask anyway. And if I close my eyes, I promise I'm listening, just resting. You can keep talking. Rest is important. You should try it sometime. If you say so, as if I don't see your light still burning at all hours of the night. But it doesn't matter, it's your life. So what do you want to know? Oh, about 30 years now, something like that. I bought this house as a little retirement space, you know, someplace to retreat to, but then the neighborhood kind of grew up around it. And now here you are, right next door. Not that you're a bad neighbor, you're quite good, honestly. I appreciate that you don't make a lot of noise. And you keep your flowers pretty. I do, I like the flowers. Always have, my whole life. Oh, that's a good question. And the answer is, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Decades? Probably centuries? I know I've been alive a long time, but I sort of stopped counting after a while. Yeah, exactly. Time moves a little differently for those of us with long lifespans. Things matter a bit less, especially small things. And we sort of step out of the flow. We just exist, doing our thing. Not that there are many of us left, but there are a few, I think. Scattered around the kingdom, most of us just keeping to ourselves. Living off the grid or exploring the world alone. It's better that way, usually. Lonely? Interesting question. That's a bit personal, isn't it? I barely know you. I know more about your flowers than I do about you. That's fair, and you're right, actually. No one has asked me that, so I haven't really thought about it. But I'll try to give it a fair shake. There's a difference between being alone and being lonely, you know. And I usually choose to be alone. I like it. It suits me. Well, think about it. I'm the only person I will be with my entire life. I might as well get along with myself. The same goes for you too, you know. We are entirely with ourselves, from cradle to grave. You have to be able to tolerate yourself at the very least, especially if it's hard to find others who will. Exactly. I hope you enjoy your own company. I definitely enjoy mine. In the past, you mean? This feels even more personal. Is this the sort of thing people do small talk about these days? I mostly avoid places where I have to make small talk. I haven't been to the tavern or a party or anything like that in a long time. So I'm a little out of practice, but I'm game to try. Sure, you have a reassuring face. Makes it easier to talk to you. I'm sure you get that a lot. But since you asked, I have had relationships in the past. Of course, I'm not made of stone after all. I feel things, lots of things. And I've been known to feel things for various people over the years. Yes, friendships, even some more romantic sort of things. But again, living this long makes it a bit difficult. I tend to outlive those I care about, sometimes by a lot. So it can feel like... No, not a waste of time. Despite appearances, I don't see feelings as a waste of time. They're learning experiences. You can learn a lot from how you feel and how you interact with others. And you can learn to protect yourself from pain. A bit? Can you blame me? When you live this long, one of your best forms of protection is isolation. Why invite heartache? That seems pointless. Feelings are useful, but I've had a lot of them in my life. I prefer not having too many of them these days. Plus, again, I like myself. I like my own company. Living like this is pleasant to me, quiet and peaceful. What's not to like? Oh, back in the day, I went on a lot of adventures, met some interesting people, saw interesting places. I've been all over, but nothing ever felt quite like home. Well, no place in particular did anyway, but this place is pretty close. I mean, a person can feel like home if you get close enough to them, and for a short time, that can be nice. It can be warm and even safe, but, well, you know the story. I've buried a few too many people I cared about. You can only go to so many funerals, you know? I'm starting to think these aren't just polite questions. Why are you asking me these things? Are you nosy? Gathering information about me? Well then, should I be asking you about this sort of thing? Dig into your life a bit? I think I should. Why do you live alone? Yes, I know you're alone over there. I'm observant. So I've told you my story. What's yours? Why are you by yourself? You seem awfully young to have given up on connecting with people. Oh, I see. My apologies. That makes sense. I suppose everyone needs a reset sometimes. I can relate to that. So how long do you think you'll live? Just in general, how long do your people tend to live? It's a very normal question. That's if you're lucky, right? Like if you don't fall off a cliff before then. Interesting. In that case, I'm surprised you're here. Well, I mean, even with loss, even with pain, you have so little time. At least compared to some of us. You are a blip on this planet. Doesn't that give you a sense of urgency? Doesn't it make you want to experience all the things as fast as possible? All right, that's fair, and I suppose none of us truly knows how much time we have. We can't live every day like it's our last, but it still might be. There's no predicting that. All I know is that I've lived a lot. I've seen so many things, and I got a bit tired, worn out on the sensory overload. All the feelings. Anyway, I needed a break. I suppose you did too. But don't take too long of a break. You have a life to live. I do recommend living it. Of course. I've seen and done a lot, but I don't regret any of it. Well, okay, I might have a few regrets here and there, but mostly they revolve around not knowing how good I had it when I had something good. We can't always see the forest for the trees. Sometimes we need the perspective of years to pass by so we can look back and say, oh, those were the good times. But they don't announce themselves as the good times when you're living them. That's a shame. Anyway, I don't regret what I've experienced. If anything, I wish I had made more of the time I had with some people, some places. But now, my options in that area are limited. All those I used to know are gone. And I'm comfortable where I am. But you can live more. You can go out there and have adventures. You can build memories and find those good times. They're worth it, I promise. You are far too young to be that jaded, but I get it. You have healing to do. I know what that's like. It takes a long time to find peace after you've lost something important. Sometimes you never fully find peace. Sometimes it leaves a little hole inside you that doesn't close up. And over time, more loss means more holes, until you end up like a sieve and nothing can stay in you. No feelings, no cares, no interests, nothing. It all just flows out, and there's not a lot you can do about it. You've got me waxing poetic. Maybe I wanted to talk more than I thought I did. It has been a while since I just spoke. I don't even hear my own voice that often, come to think of it. I told you I don't really do small talk. I can only speak to what I know, and most of the time, I prefer not to speak at all. Well, then I'm glad. You're not a bad neighbor to have, but I do hope you go exploring the world some more. See more things while you can. Learn everything you can. Even the hurts are worth it, I promise you. Me? I'm a little too damaged for that. I've seen more than enough. I'm a sieve, remember? Attachments are not something I seek for myself anymore. But I can rely on me, and that's something. True, I suppose now we know each other. We may even be friends, but don't expect me to like you too much. I probably don't have it in me. You think so? You're a bit of a romantic. But maybe you're right. Maybe we have less control over that sort of thing than we think. Maybe I'll end up liking you a lot, despite myself. Maybe you'll be my best friend. Or maybe, perhaps, I'll stay curled up in my cottage, enjoying the quiet, and every so often you can come tell me about some adventure you just had. And then you can go back out there and do more. How about that? I suppose we'll find out. A lot of things can happen. But no matter what, try to get along with yourself. And try to live in the moment, good and bad. Learn what you can, feel what you can't avoid feeling, and be present. Don't assume anything will last, because nothing lasts, nothing at all, except change, I suppose, and most of the time, we're not as ready for that as we think we are. Oh, am I? Sorry, that happens sometimes. I don't even know if it counts as crying. Sometimes my eyes just leak. But it's okay, I have a handkerchief. There we go. Anyway, I should really go back inside. I only came out for a short break, and I'm sure you have things to do too. What is it? Dinner? Together? I suppose we could do that. Sure, I'll come over for dinner. What should I bring? That's fine. Let's share a meal and make more small talk. Just don't expect me to stay too long. I have a quiet evening to get back to. All right, then I'll see you later. Oh, whatever you're cooking, please don't use carrots. Because I'm allergic. Of course, even us long-lived beings can have allergies. Anyway, I'll see you soon. This audio sweetness patron is Chris Tulloch. Want to be a sweetness patron or a channel member? You know what to do. Sign up and support me for as little as $2 a month. You'd be helping the channel grow and thrive and getting to hang out with me on Discord and stuff like that. It's the definition of a win-win. Come join my amazing community today.